I don't know when it's
going live.
Hi guys. It's always like funny over here when we start trying to do the live thing because we have no idea when it actually is going to start, and then we don't know if we're talking to you yet or. Okay, I'm pretty sure we're talking to you now, right?
Let's see. Who do we have here?
Oh wait, there's a computer talking to us. Hold on.
Is that mine?
The YouTube channel is coming in through Leneda's computer.
That's mine.
Hold on.
Just close it.
Is that mine? Okay.
There you go.
All right, there we go.
Can you hear us? Hi, Shantae. Tropics, Nevada, NV. I'm almost there. Shay said I'm almost there.
Shay,
yes,
stop.
Shantae, yes. Okay.
Stop messaging us while you're driving, Shay.
Yes,
it's okay.
Please. Shay's on her way. She's supposed to be here. And Mike was supposed to be here, but he got backed up with work at his new job and hiring new people. And so he couldn't make it.
You're stuck with just us for a little bit here.
Yeah, it's a girls' night. Wait,
Miley
Shay?
Is here. Miley was first. Halloween stuff is already out at
Riley.
Walmart.
Hi, Riley.
Hey,
Marisol.
Riley.
Wait, love your
Linda's
eye.
here.
Oh, thank you. I love neon.
Marissa's here. Marianne.
Tell Mike we've been impatiently waiting on his update video. I believe in him.
Marisol is here. Alyssa. Hi, guys. Seeking Eden.
Hi, everyone.
We're excited you're here. Okay, so we are going to be talking about Halloween and just in general getting ready for Q4, but we'll kind of like dive into Halloween a little bit. And just to get you geared up, I know some of you, Bonnie's here. Hi, Bonnie. Some of you over in the membership.
Linda. Hi, Linda.
Hey, Linda. So if you're over in the membership, you just heard me say some of this stuff in our Halloween kickoff. But so sorry for some of you that are rehearing me, but just to get you like excited about Q4, there is so much growth that can happen in Q4 and then so much momentum that you can get moving for yourself. And then coming into the following year, you're elevated. You're in another place that you can jump off from. Of course, January will drop, but that's okay. It'll be a faster climb next year if you continue to work within the niches and those threads that you're building and continue to build out your shop. So my first Q4, which technically was my second Q4, I made a total of $14,887 for just those 3 months. October was $3,100, November was $6,000, and December was $11,000. That's profit numbers. And that was only a year into my journey. My second full year, I made $60,000 profit in that Q4. And then the third full year in, I made $74,000 profit in that Q4. So it's really, really incredible what you can do on Etsy and relatively in such a, quick amount of time. So if you needed to hear it's possible, you're hearing it, it's possible. If you needed to hear you can do it, you really can. And if you needed to hear that the effort that it takes, it's worth it, then you're hearing that. Leneda's trying to, I think, let Shay in. Yeah, here she comes. Okay. So let me make sure. So just wanted to kind of open it up to get you excited. Oh, our food is here. We're going to be eating after our live. That's what she's doing. Okay. So we've got, let me just make sure I didn't see. I don't know how to do this without Leneda. She looks at the messages for me. Riley said, okay, so we saw that one. Bonnie, Linda. Karina said, greetings from Texas. Marissa. Linda said, need a good Q4 to kickstart sales. It's okay. Kickstart sales to be more evergreen. You should see this. This is ridiculous over here. My table's pushed forward. So I'm going to get her. Leneda, say hi. So that she doesn't disturb me, she literally just climbed under the table. It is really something trying to set up.
I'm back.
And we thought about setting up on the couch so it would be a little more comfy, but it's not easy to set the camera up over there. So we'll have to get this, figured out one of these times.
Yeah.
Karina said, love those numbers. Yes, those numbers are pretty fun. One friend is left behind. There's two left behind at the moment. We've got Shay not here and Mike not here at the moment.
Yeah. And the honorary NFLB Manny is traveling for
Yeah.
work.
Lucky him. He's in Europe.
Not jealous at all. Okay, what we got?
Right here. Riley said yes, two left behind.
Yep.
And Linda said, gotta love the journey. That's right. You gotta love the journey. Otherwise, you won't journey long enough to get anywhere. Like, you gotta find a way to love the journey. Seeking Eden said, I'm going to make real sales this Q4 so my hubby stops calling it my little hobby. I love
Manny
that.
did the same with me. I don't know if any of you guys have seen the videos, but Manny had said to me once like sales started kicking off about how there were several months where he just wanted to tell me to stop putting so much effort in because nothing was happening. And once sales started increasing and getting better, he was like, well, I'm glad I didn't tell you to stop. So it definitely wasn't a hobby anymore.
Yeah, I should
lights are hot.
Right. this like light that's you guys can't see that's beaming on us to light us up is hot. Riley said my fiance was happy I had something to do while he was gaming.
More of an excuse for him to game.
Yeah, you weren't bothering him. Okay, so the next thing we thought we'd chat about, we wanted to kind of like pep you up and let you know that the effort that it takes is worth it. It's really incredible, and you're going to think it's not working until it does. That's just how it always is. So in my first Q4, I told you the numbers were 3,000, 6,000, 11,000, October, November, December. December was larger, the only year that ever happened, but that's because I was new to Q4, something took off, and nothing takes off until the shoppers are at their peaks. It's how it's been with all my niches. It's like, oh man, I've been prepping. You've been prepping for back to school and it's not taking off yet. You're probably pretty frustrated, but your sales, if it's your first year, you really don't have a chance until everything's really peaking. Mm-hmm. So you really just have to kind of like maintain the faith and know that you're prepping your shop and that you're really, putting those awesome designs out there and you're getting enough of them out there to give yourself a chance when the shopping peaks are up there. And then the following year, you'll have a chance to make sales earlier. At least that's how it's been for me all along. Mm-hmm. So what's selling right now and why?
Talk to us about 10 things that you're going to incorporate in the Halloween designs. And then Miss Memories 18. Hi, ladies from Southern Cali. Rianne here. Shauna, I'm missing your colored hair. Ooh, Lenina, love your eyes. Oh, I loved your colored hair. You need to bring that back.
It's coming. It's starting to. I have a hair appointment tomorrow for some highlights, and I'm like, can I get it out before I get there? Because she's gonna be like, what are you expecting me to do?
It's still there a little bit. Put pink hair in your hair.
My nieces will be very glad to do it again.
I think you need to do some neon pink. I
love Karina's homework here. She said, talk about 10 things that you are going to incorporate in the Halloween designs. Okay, that's actually our next topic. Mm-hmm. Is what's selling right now. You want to make sure that you're incorporating those things in your Halloween designs. And then as we continue to get closer to Q4, you can keep adding updated listings to your shop with the new things that you see popping up. So some new things, lace ghosts. A lacy ghost is very popular. Mm-hmm. Obviously, this is for a female. You're not going to put a lacy ghost on a guy's shirt. It's probably not going to sell very well. But lace has been really popular, and a lot of graphics are getting bestsellers on them with lace ghosts. You can literally go back to every Halloween phrase that's been popular and do it again with a lace ghost, right? So like a lot of you know, Creep It Real, really mm-hmm. popular. The guy on the ghost on the skateboard mm-hmm. with the beanie. Beanies were so popular last year. Well, lace ghosts are popular now. So get your lacy ghost on a skateboard, Creep It Real, or it doesn't have to be anyone on a skateboard. It could be just a whole different version of the phrase Creep It Real. If it's not trademarked, make sure you check. I'm not looking at uspto.gov as we're chatting right now. Look it up, make sure it's not trademarked. But then you can do that. It's a standard phrase that's done well the last couple years, but so many designs look very much like each other. Mm-hmm. So this year coming into Halloween, you want to dress these things up. You want to do the lacy ghost. So the coquette border we were just chatting about.
Yeah.
The scalloped. There's like
little rectangles.
A rectangle or several rectangles. She's going to pull it up on her phone since we're bad at screen sharing when we're on YouTube here. very coquette, very girly, and a lot of times there's a horizontal striped pattern within it. This could be a really cute design for a girl, right? Like with any Halloween phrase that you want to put in there. Now, I know I'm giving examples of like one-offs like Creep It Real. I wouldn't use Creep It Real in my own shop unless I was incorporating it into one of my threads that I build in my shop. So for example, if I am doing a teacher Halloween shirt, then maybe I can incorporate some version of Creep It Real into my Halloween version of my shirt. Not to say that I never try that, right? It's not that it's a hard and fast rule that I don't, but these are not the things that I spend the majority of my time working on. I wouldn't be doing a bunch of Creep It Reels in my shop because that's not supporting the threads that I want to make meaningful progress in my shop over time. So the scallops, that scalloped border might have a little bow on it. Lynn is trying so hard to find one right now. Maybe she'll find one.
I have found like PNGs that you can download.
It would give them the idea for anyone that doesn't know.
Like this one.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
So if you're not familiar, yay, Shay's
Shay!
here. So if you're not familiar, something like this, really popular. So you get a Canva frame, create things like that. This just happens to be one of the newer trends. Lace is one of the newer trends. What about you guys? Let's see what you guys have noticed as a trend. Bright colors have also been very trendy for summer.
Yeah, a neon color like esque.
Lynnetta's all about that. Yay! They said we've got 2 friends left behind. We're like, well, only
just
one. Yeah.
No.
I don't know if you can hear Lynetta.
That's all right.
Well, cheers, you guys.
Cheers.
Lynetta had fixed us a little beverage right before coming on, and Lynetta was just whispering. I don't know if this is any good at all.
Shay is our resident bartender. I don't mix drinks because I don't know what I'm doing. And there wasn't too much to work with, but we invented something. I don't think you can taste the gin, but
I taste the gin.
You do?
Yes.
Maybe yours was stronger.
But there's something else in there, like limey, and
there's a lot of lemon in there.
Lemon juice.
I ran out of Sprite.
And I thought I didn't put enough lemon juice when I was like squeezing it. I taste that. Oh, I taste it too.
I definitely taste
That's all I taste.
Yeah.
Okay, let's catch up on any comments that people made. Usually you're so good at that. I'm not.
Okay, Power PD. Riley's seconding that Karina.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh, sorry. Oops. I keep working on couples and family. It's not my usual design style. It feels too simple. Karina, my husband laughed at me when I said 52,000 feels like a good number. Catherine, hey ladies. Hi, Catherine.
Hey, Catherine.
Hi, Catherine.
And then Karina, I'm just having trouble designing for guys. Just a girly girl. Oh, I agree with you. I find men's designs to be so difficult, and I tend to lean towards girly designs, and then I wonder why I don't get sales.
Yeah.
I'm not a girly girl and have trouble designing that way. Too much of a tomboy here. Oh, okay. So we
Linda.
have the opposite end of the spectrum.
You can do, and I've done well with this with your family designs. If you're doing, you want to make sure that you don't have hearts on things that the guys are going to wear. You don't want to have lacy ghosts on the things the guys are going to wear, or these coquette borders on the things that the guys are going to wear.
They're not going to get them.
Right. They're going to veto those options.
Mm-hmm.
But I've done really well with offering options where there's a girly, girl, like, let's say if I'm making a family design.
Sorry, y'all.
Knocking everything over. Let's say you're making a family design and you're doing, 5 or 6 different phrases. By the way, if you are doing family designs and you're just doing the name of the family, that's okay too. Keep the bow out of it. Keep the lace out of it, unless you have 2 designs available. Then girls can.
Linda said, earthquake.
You should have seen all of our glasses going.
I mean, I am 5'10", so
her knees are hitting the table.
I can definitely.
I'm not that tall, but I keep hitting the table too. Ooh, there it goes again. My lady's late, but I'm here.
We're happy you're here. Yay! So you can always do 2 versions, and I've done well with doing stuff like this. So one that looks more guyish, they need to look like they match. They need to look like they go together. And maybe the girls' version, the one that you're meaning for girls wear, maybe it does have a heart, or it has some lace, or it has some girly elements to it. And then your drop-down menu, they can choose which of the designs they want, and the guys can choose the guide to type type design, and the girls can choose the girl type design.
Mm-hmm.
Also, if you're doing like funny puns or something like that, like let's say you're doing Halloween family or something, and you've got funny puns, make sure you have at least five, minimum 5. Make sure you have a funny pun for dad, a funny, pun for mom, and then some funny things you're thinking like, what would a little girl want to wear, or a little boy, or a little baby. A lot of times people with babies are the ones buying these shirts, or a lot of times you'll have people, all adult kids. So I like to have more than 5 options because I like to have funny things that different kids are going to want to wear.
Mm-hmm.
But in that situation, the thing that you're like kind of meaningfully putting together designs for the mom, for the dad. I put girly elements on the designs I'm meaning for the girls to pick up, and I keep them designs for the guys more masculine, but it all kind of goes to like the designs go together.
Mm-hmm.
So I've done well with that. Don't feel like you have to keep it uniform throughout.
Riley said, "Me too, Shay. Very tall."
Love that.
Are you,
Karina-
Riley?
Yeah, Karina, this was epic when you said this. One design for the girls and one for the guys. Duh. Manny's on.
Oh, hey,
I
Manny.
can't hear, but I see 3 lovely ladies.
Hi,
Must
Manny.
be nice, Manny, watching from
Right?
over across in Europe. I'm sure we have people over in Europe watching us too right now. We would love to be in Europe with you guys.
100%.
100%.
Karina, it's you, not them.
It's you, not them.
What, she's laughing. What was so funny? I don't know. What is you and not them?
We didn't read it right,
What do we
Karina.
do?
We need
No, it must be connected to something else. I'm having
Right.
trouble designing for guys. Just a girly girl here. It's you, not them. Let me see what else she said.
Poor Karina's gonna
No,
have to
this
explain
was
it to
epic
us.
when you said this. One design for the girls, one for the guys. Duh. It's you, not them.
I
I'm not
bet
getting the connection.
I bet there's viewers going, well, this is what she meant, guys.
Right.
But then write it for us, please. Write it for us, please.
All right, so before we move on to our next point, feel free to tell us let's like give you like 2 minutes. Like 2 minutes, put in the chat, what trends have you found? What trends have you noticed that you're like, yeah, I definitely want to see how I can incorporate this into Halloween? So for example, even thinking about the coquette like border bows, I noticed that was a thing, right? So I was like, oh gosh, I want to like use that in my back to school stuff. But as I start Halloween stuff, even if there's nothing out there yet, you want a way to pull it in. Now people have already been pulling it in. And so they've been using really fun greens and purples to pull it into Halloween. What are some things? Ooh, we've already got one, Miss Memories. Goose. So spooky goose. I love it. And the stamps have been really popular. I think she's talking about like the, instead of the scalloped, she's talking about it's like a stamp.
Oh, I think I saw
A
that.
stamp border, and it's been really popular to do like 6 in a design, and then like maybe a bow, and a lot of times it'll be like stamp, 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 stamp. That's probably super confusing. I'm looking at myself and I'm looking at my hands doing things sorry guys. The stamps are really, really popular, and spooky goose I think could be really cool, and you can pull that into professions. You can pull that into niches that you're already making meaningful progress in. You can pull that into a family thing. You can pull that into a couples thing.
Like this?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's what Miss Memory is talking about. Linnea going to
Like
show
this. This is the stamp. The stamp, 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 stamp.
you. Except this one's more stamp, 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 stamp.
Yeah.
But you can also do it a little more staggered.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's funny.
Let's see.
Linda said answering Danny's post. So Karina was
answering Danny's post.
What was Danny's post?
We missed Danny's post. We're going to take a
Or
second.
did we say it? We just don't remember.
Maybe.
Which one's Danny?
Oh no, I don't see Danny.
I keep hitting the table, you guys. I'm so
I
sorry
do
because I'm
too.
trying to get in.
I do too.
Okay.
So you can
wait,
see my face. There we go.
We just missed the joke, I guess.
Yeah. Manny said he can't hear you. That just might be because he's busy and doesn't have the sound on.
Oh no, can you guys hear us well? I hope so.
It's just Manny.
Oh, it's just Manny because he probably can't actually. He's probably
Yeah.
working.
Of course, number 2, of course, checkers. I've been looking at Halloween invitations for inspo. Ooh, look at
Very
you.
good
doing
idea.
Similar things
Yeah,
from
that is
batching
smart.
that Shauna has taught us.
Good job.
I keep forgetting to look at invitations.
And
Yeah.
shout out to checkers. Use checkers. Like when you're doing a batch of designs, make
Oh,
sure
yeah.
you do something with checkers, whether it be you're using a letter with checkers in it. Well, I did a design today that had checkers in it. It was my letters that had checkers in it.
Mhm.
I always try to incorporate checkers. It could be a line across that's checkers. You want to do something with the ghost could have checkers in it.
Look at this one. Linda said Halloween characters sitting on a toilet with a funny saying.
This actually, yes, there's a skeleton
Really?
sitting on it. Yes,
That's fine.
Okay.
I've had a bestseller doing
I
that.
need just like 2 seconds of like some of the things that become popular are just absolutely yes. How I think that's the best. How
How?
more power to them, but
And how do
Really?
you come up with that idea?
and I know there's probably guys that want to wear things like
right,
that. It's
right.
mostly guys, but really a toilet.
that's interesting.
I,
Interesting.
but
There
they-
is a really popular design that I saw. Oh, I don't remember. It was last year, but it's a skeleton sitting on a toilet, and he's saying, and doing dad stuff. Somebody doesn't say stuff. Doing dad, and I think he's looking on a cell phone.
Oh,
Yeah, and that did really well across the board in a lot of things that I noticed
that's so funny.
that design being pulled into a lot of directions. So
Pumpkins instead of cherries with bows. It's
Yeah.
the Chardonnay talking. LOL.
yeah,
Junk journal layout for Halloween. What's that?
so that's like
Oh,
it looks. Yeah, you've seen it. Like it looks very collagey, and a lot of times there'll be like some little squiggle lines that look almost like a stamp in the corner, like how it would look at the corner of an envelope. Or look it up. It's a thing, and it's super cute.
I gotta make a note of this.
Yeah,
now
junk
I'm learning
journal.
from you guys. Where's a pen?
right?
Oh,
Let me make a note of it.
you'd have to climb under the table to get the poor Laneta.
That's all.
Oh, you did.
I laughed so hard.
I was like, I have to invite everybody to see what's happening right now because she's climbing under the table. She missed it.
Oh my gosh, so funny.
The cherries. I want to go back to that really quick. What'd you say? The cherries. That's a really good one. Don't pumpkins as cherry bows. That is a good one. Just cherries in general, and then what you can do with the cherries. So you've got cherries but there's pumpkin faces at the bottom of the cherries. And here she comes again. She's like, I gotta set my house up better for this kind of stuff. Yep, here she comes. Poor Laneta. Laneta. That's dedication. She's writing that note down.
Earthquake
We're a
again.
mess.
Sorry.
Okay.
Wait, I'm writing this down. What did we say?
Pumpkins as
Pumpkins
cherry.
as cherries.
And you wanted junk journal.
junk journal
Yeah.
Pumpkins as cherry bows.
Pumpkins.
to put it with the bows instead of cherries.
So I think what she meant was
Like the
there's
stems?
pumpkins as cherries. Like there's a bow with the cherries coming out, but then you can make it look like pumpkins that are coming out. There's graphics that are already done for you. You don't have to create it, but
Okay.
you could incorporate it within your niches because we're not just putting that on a shirt. You're incorporating it within your niches that
Right.
you're making meaningful progress on.
Right.
Okay, junk journal layout, Linda said, which is a good one. There's some summerween with skull and pumpkin at the beach. Yeah,
Summer what?
summerween.
Summerween. Oh,
Which has been
Summerween.
very popular.
That's cute.
Summer and Halloween. It's Halloween and summer. Karina said, I'm really having fun with the scalloped frames with a pattern behind the graphic, like filling
Yeah.
in the
Yeah,
the
I
frame.
actually did a bunch just getting ready for from the thing that you sent us or whatever. I downloaded I just set up where they're here. Just a bunch
Oh,
of like
she's got,
Christmas
like-
ones already set up.
she's got like you gotta
I
do
was
something
on
with the
Canva
designs.
and I was like, Phil.
She's
Phil,
filling
page
it
after
in, filling
page.
it in.
And so just so that I can end up using them for like Christmas and Halloween and
You know how you could use this too. So she's got a bunch of scalloped,
yeah.
just a bunch of scallops with a bunch of different patterns
And
inside.
I made
Same
some
scallop
with
that she
like
showed you
Halloween
earlier.
and stuff.
Oh, so cute. Sorry, she can't show that one for
I
sure.
can't.
That's her
Sorry.
design. But you could even use
I mean, I can show a scale.
the scalloped framed things to put letters inside of. So you could like create a word with them because that's been popular just with block letters, like a rectangle. So I see that being something that you could do also with the scallops because it just girls it up. And actually you could do something if you had like a dad design and a girl, like something that said mama and dada, Dad could just be solid blocks.
I found it funny. Sorry, Karina. Karina said, clearly I'm not funny. Okay, keep going.
And then the girl one can have the scalloped edges on it and make it really girly with a couple little strategic bows placed with the M-A inside those scalloped rectangles.
Mhm.
So lots of different ways you could use them.
That's memories.
Did I miss anybody's
Have you
ideas?
seen the Michael's Halloween merch out now? So many skeletons doing normal stuff like sitting on a toilet. Why, I don't know, but apparently it's a thing.
Yeah.
I don't know either. Late as always, but I make it.
Yay, Kamita, we're glad you're
Kamita.
here.
Hi.
Hello.
I have that design last year, the skeleton in the toilet. Not my bestseller though.
It was a bestseller on a bunch of stuff. And I
Really?
did my own version. I did have a skeleton on a toilet in something that I did, and it did good. But it came from, at least that's how I noticed it,
Mhm.
doing dad stuff. Right.
Um, doing dad fudge.
Right.
Ew. That's gross.
This is completely off topic. Well, now I've already said it. I was going to say, never mind. It's too off topic. Talking about this topic, my nieces put a song on my phone,
Like a playlist.
up on my playlist, because they have a Jeep Girl playlist. And the song is about pooping. It's about pooping, since we're talking about skeletons pooping and all of that. So
Really?
it is the silliest song. I can't remember how it goes right now. I'd sing it for you if I knew how it goes. And maybe later I'll put it in a comment if you guys want to like know the song. It's absolutely ridiculous. And I purchased a jet ski, and when I went to get the jet ski, the guy's like, "Oh, let me see your Spotify. I'll hook it up for you."
Oh.
And guess what song? He turned it all the way up, and there's a bunch of people out there. It's like an outdoorsy place. There's people with Jeeps out there. There's people with a lot of guys out there with like
Oh my
like
god.
UTVs and ATVs and all this. And that song goes blasting through the parking lot about loving to poo. Like, I have to poo, and that's what the song is about.
That is not the hottest song to come on.
No,
when
it
your
really
phone is
wasn't.
connected.
It really wasn't.
Not at all.
But my niece Charlotte thought it was a hysterical story since it was her pick for the Jeep Girl list.
Let me see. Linda, Riley said, I'm looking at Halloween PNGs. Lots of good stuff.
Yeah.
Linda said, question, with the changes in Etsy policies of you needing to change a design yourself, is that going to affect digital sellers?
So who asked this question?
Linda.
Oh, Linda. Okay. So Cassie Johnson just did an excellent video that I agree with 100%. Like the way she explained it and the way she feels about it, absolute the way that I feel about it too. So in a nutshell, Karina's saying you could totally sing. I can't remember the words, or I would tell you the song.
Alcohol, you can totally sing 100%.
So basically what the new standards that came out, it's kind of not really anything new. We were never supposed to take something and slap it on a shirt. And so the more things that you change, the safer you are. And I know there's been a lot of talk about, the new standards, but in this way, it really hasn't changed. And if you've gotten into a rut of, okay, I'm going to take this graphic and I'm just going to add different text to it, you're probably not making crazy sales anyways. That might not be safe enough to technically have you safe for Etsy. So you're better off to, like those scalloped borders we were showing you, you drop your own element in there. Getting a font set would be a trendy font set would be a much better use of your money, rather than purchasing, maybe one little graphic that you're planning on having as the main feature of your shirt. But getting yourself a bundle, like on Creative Fabrica, getting yourself a bundle and using several little things from that bundle along with the text that you've written down, instead of, maybe you wouldn't be the safest if you were just had one big graphic with text on it that might not be as original or as, technically as safe as we want to be when we're working with Etsy and when we're looking at these standards. But that's honestly, that's not the way to make sales anyways. That's not the way that you're going to scale your shop with sales anyway. So I hope that makes sense. If anyone is like, man, I really want to hear everything about that, it's Cassie Johnson. I will drop it when we're done. I'll go into the comments of this video and we'll put it in there for you. But her video was really good. It just came out this week.
Let's see, policies. Do you feel like the paint brush strokes is still trendy?
Yeah, that's still getting, things that are just 1 month old, still getting bestsellers on that. So it has been around for a little while, but if you're making new things and new niches and still, finding value there and finding, kind of like always think also, how can you mix something up? Mm-hmm. I saw something done the other day with the 4 paintbrush strokes, right? It's been very popular. Mm-hmm. You can get a Canva frame and you can drop different things in there that are also things that you're seeing trending, types of patterns that you're seeing trending, or types of artwork that you're seeing trending. But I saw someone do instead of 4 brush strokes, they did the 4 scalloped borders. And it was very, similar to the layout of the brush stroke. So always also be thinking about, you don't have to stick like, oh, this is a template and I must use it. Yeah. Think of ways you can modify and add to it. Maybe we can add some little cute coquette bows on those, to the top, or, there's always ways, or the neon colors, maybe we can mix that in with the brush strokes and have that be a part of it. I've also been seeing more and more paint drip type of brush strokes where like the paint looks like it's dripping out from the bottom. Mm-hmm. So yeah, still popular. You just want to use it in ways that are adding value.
A lot of Summerween. The singing with the alcohol. Linda said, so it will affect their sales.
Going back to, it's because Linda was also the one that asked this earlier, right?
Yes.
All right. Sorry, just making sure I'm tracking correctly. Yeah. So I think you probably really want to watch Cassie's video, but if you are putting just a design together that has a graphic and text, I don't know how likely you would be to be flagged or anything by that. I kind of feel like you probably wouldn't be, but that's just me guessing. If you want to be the safest, you probably want to add more than that. But I don't tend to have bestsellers that are just a graphic with text, unless it's like a collection, like I've got like 8 shirts and maybe I use different graphics on each shirt and there's text with them. I'm personally still pretty comfortable doing that because I'm matching it with, it's just usually pretty creative the way I've put it together. So it's not looking like anybody else's, but technically with the standards, the way they're written, it does sound like we're supposed to be making more than a modification than just a graphic with a text. So I would implore everybody though to go look at that video that Cassie put together so that you can really see. She gave several examples. I thought it was really good.
Okay. Would you focus on Christmas too, or just Halloween?
Okay,
you said something to me.
Yeah, we were just talking about this before we started. Like, we both decided to pick this up at the same time. I should probably have water here too. I'm talking too much. It is not a bad idea to start Christmas in July. Okay, so this is what I had said to Laneta before the live started. I had said, first of all, we're doing a Halloween challenge over in the membership. Mm-hmm. If you're interested, I will leave a free tracker down in the description. I haven't put it down there yet, I don't think, but you could get to it for free. If you want to join us in the membership and you're not there, you're more than welcome to join us. And it's got video prompts, it's got weekly check-ins, and all of that. So
there's a link in the description.
There's a link in the description. And the ladies, you might see some shorts from the ladies coming out on our channel. You might have seen them on my channel. I'm also going to do a Christmas challenge, and I'm also going to do a Christmas family challenge. All of that is coming up. So
I was laughing at Laneta's face. I'm sorry.
I missed it.
I'm excited for the Halloween one, but I'm definitely excited to really like go into the Christmas one, because during Christmas I definitely make more sales, but more of a different niche than actually Christmas. So I'm really excited to like, almost like if like being in school. I mean, it's called school, but almost like being in school and like having assignments, to see what difference that makes this year in the designs and what is put out and what difference that
and maybe the niches you're choosing to work in and things like that. So we were just talking about this. And so I told her, I'm doing the Halloween challenge the way it's written, and like I'm doing it. I'm modifying it just a little bit for myself, which anyone can do, and I have directions for that over in the membership. But modifying it just means if you're not in the membership and you want to grab that free tracker, modifying it just means don't feel like you're stuck with the prompts that I put. It's 30 prompts. You're not stuck with those prompts. You can modify it to make sure you're making meaningful progress in the niches that you're working in. I am going to run through the entire Halloween challenge. If I were still a full-time Etsy seller and I wasn't also doing YouTube and also doing a membership, which is very demanding of my time, all of those other things, I would be doing I'd be doing 40% Halloween and 60% Christmas. That's exactly what I said earlier. Yeah. And so
that was eye-opening for me.
Yeah. So at the point that I'm in right now, I want to hit Halloween and I want to hit Christmas, and I'm still trying to hit my back to school stuff. Like I still want to pepper that in. So my focus is going to be the Halloween because I want to run through the entire Halloween challenge, but I'm going to be peppering in the back to school a little bit here. I'm going to stop soon, and I'm going to be peppering in my Christmas stuff. And I'm going to be peppering it in with the niches that I've been making meaningful progress in, and that, and if you're not making meaningful progress somewhere just yet, and you're choosing to want to be somewhere, then choose where you want to be. Choose the 2 or 3 places in Christmas where you're going to list, and list in those same places for Halloween. So Christmas is, definitely don't sleep on Christmas. Christmas is the biggest moneymaker, at least for me, every year. And a lot of people feel that way, depending on how you've designed your shop. There's just so much money that you can make at Christmas. So with that being said, that's how I'm tackling it. But if I had more time, it would be.
That's what you would be doing.
Yeah. July is a great time to add Christmas stuff.
Okay. I'm having more sales for tumblers than for shirts. Should I do the challenge based on tumblers? Ooh.
You totally could.
Yeah.
Yeah, you totally could. That's a great product.
Oh, Karina said no, the digital paper brush strokes. So you said the 4 brushstroke design. She says no, the digital paper.
The digital.
Where like the colors, remember when you were doing a bunch a few months ago where it was like a bunch of different colors, and even in your membership there was some graphics or like alphabets or whatever with the brushstroke design? Is that what you mean, Karina?
Sorry. Okay, now it's spinning into like understanding. So not the 4 brushstrokes, but the brushstroke pattern, which is what you were trying to tell me. Okay. Yeah, it is still popular, but it's not popular in the same style that it was. So like now I see a lot of bows popping up that have a brushstroke look to them. It's like a big bow, and you could make it smaller. And I've seen it like just a big bow with like it's a different font that's been kind of trendy with it. It's not so much, it's not so heavy with the brushstrokes. It's like more of a color with like maybe some tinges of brushstroke to it. So I wouldn't necessarily say it's changed. It's like kind of evolved. And it doesn't have to be the big bow. Like I've seen like
it almost looks chalk-like.
It's all it looks chalk-like
strokes.
It's like it looks chalk-like. And I'm thinking like I've seen it a lot now with like pinks that's been popular like as we get back to school and stuff like this. But I could see that taking a turn and it's starting to become I wouldn't be able to create this bow myself, but the minute I see someone create it, I'd probably purchase it to use within my designs. An orange or autumn colored version of it.
Oh, that'd be cute.
Actually, we could use Photopea to change colors, and so that would be the thing that maybe we could do. Do you know how to do that yet?
What?
Use Photopea to change colors of things?
Because I have like some teacher ones that I was like putting up, and I was like, what do I ask it to change the colors?
Yeah, that would be a way we could get the bow.
You have Halloween colors,
right? Karina, I hope you know what I'm talking about, kind of, sort of, without me finding it.
Let me see what you're finding.
Okay. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like if you do first grade coquette, I bet you'll find one of these designs that have like this look to it.
First grade coquette.
Okay, so I'll take Lyneta's job while she looks for that, and I'll kind of go through. Where did you leave off?
I'm having more sales. Yeah, Karina said, yeah, so exciting. You are spoiling us.
Riley said, exactly, Lyneta. It has so much potential, and it's making me excited to design. I've modified it, but it's letting me get into new threads I've been wanting to. just a couple while still doing mine. And then Linda said, can you do the challenge without being a member? Yeah, Linda, you can. I will put the challenge down in the description. It's got all the daily prompts. I just built it out with a bunch of video prompts and extra. Yeah, this one's more of a, this is kind of the look. It's a different, it's not exactly what I had in mind, but it gives you the idea. And it's more of a chalk font, like lettering in the front that's been popular.
This one?
Oh, wait.
Or this one?
You know, it almost has turned into more of a chalk type situation.
Yeah.
I think this is what's more popular now. And it's, I don't know that we even, it's more chalk now than it is Brushstroke, I'd say. Yeah. But I won't be making any Brushstrokes. I don't have any plans on making Brushstroke stuff the way I know you're thinking about it, Karina. She's talking about like, it was very popular months ago. And even last Christmas, it was popular.
Can you do the challenge? Okay, yeah. I've been doing like 8 or so designs each day instead of 5. I just get on a roll. That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Miss Memories. I'm loving the Halloween challenge. I am modifying it for my 5 main niches and some days on apparel, some days on other giftable products I have in my shop. So fun.
Nice.
Karina, I agree with Riley. It's so good to get you posting designs.
Yep.
Then I recently
about the challenge.
Yeah. I recently added candles and did a batch of spooky ones in a niche and sold my first one this week.
Yay!
And she bought more. Yay! Giftable items can be grouped too. Woohoo. Yes, especially like bachelorette and birthday parties and stuff like that.
100%.
Riley, Shauna, change the colors in Canva. Image, edit image, change the hues and saturation.
Okay.
She's like, Shay, I have to give a shout out to Shay. She sent me a fabulous video to help me out in Canva because I'm trying to expand my horizons with Canva. And she helped me set up, the backgrounds? And like how to do like backgrounds on the fonts and stuff, like dropping in
and how you can put stuff inside of the lettering.
Yeah.
For the certain letters that you want to use.
That could be your next video.
Yeah.
Because that was a fantastic video.
Yeah.
That was a fantastic video. That helped me out so much. That's what got me with the scalloped edges. And I just spent like over an hour and I'm just like making a bunch and downloading to get myself ready to do some designs. Let me see. I recently added. Okay. Shauna change. Okay. Hi, ladies. Hi, Mario.
Hi.
TR in Bloom. Hi, all. I love this channel. It inspires me. Yay.
Yay. We're so glad.
I started the challenge. Yay.
Awesome. Yay.
Karina, I do totally because I'm doing 15 minutes of research daily. Oh, that's nice. And then Marianela, I renewed the Halloween listings from last year and I'm getting favorites. Yay!
Yeah, if your Halloween and if your Christmas stuff is in,
I just added ads on it.
Make sure all of your stuff is out. Make sure it's all out. Give it a chance. And you put your ads on it. Yeah, I need to go in there and make sure my ads are on my Christmas stuff.
Shantae said it was called Messy Brushstroke.
Okay.
Oh, okay, that's a nice differentiation. Linda, you should do more lives on your other channel. We would have so much fun. Linda said that. Riley would love that video, Shay. See?
I got you. I will do that for my next video.
I'm definitely not good at the tutorial videos. That's all you, Shay. That's all you.
I have fun doing them.
If I do a live on my channel, I'm gonna have to drag you guys over with me because I don't know. I've always been nervous to do it. Linneta's the one that's made us do it on this channel.
Yeah, she was so nervous to do them. I was like, why? I think because she's used to for her videos, like really
planning
organizing and setting up. And I was like, no, let's just talk. That's what lives are. I mean, we can have topics and we can have ideas, but the point is also to like engage and like talk to you guys. So, but yeah, she was stressed. She was like, she had like a notebook. She was writing down for our first one. She had like all these ideas. She was like setting up a graph and everything. I was like, let's just talk. I prefer doing live videos over recorded ones.
Yeah, Riley.
For me to film. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I agree too. Oh, for sure. If every video of mine could be a live, but I can't do a live at work.
And I'm the opposite. I like doing the filming because I do everything myself and I'm good at that. So you see, I'm just sitting here like smiling.
Yeah, like my background. See, mine's hard because I do have a personal video editor. Shout out to Manny. But with his work schedule, sometimes I'm like rushing to like put a video out, and I'm like, you have to like, because he has other videos to edit. So I'm like, are you going to get my video done? Like my video has to go out on Thursday. Like, wait, when you haven't started it, like I sent you the things, but you haven't asked me for the title. Like, when are you going to do this? And so sometimes he's like finishing last minute, but thank you. I don't have the time to learn to edit. I can't add one more thing. I can't add one more thing.
And Shay always does
you guys.
really
I know,
cute job of
super
editing.
cute. But yeah, I can't. I don't have that creative ability. That's why you marry a videographer.
Except next time he needs to take you to Europe with him when he's video.
Yes, he does. For me to film charity. Hi, ladies. Veronica Adams here. Thanks for all the inspiration. I'm loving this Learn and Earn Academy assignments. Yay!
Veronica!
They're really good. They're so detailed.
Yeah, they are.
Karina, Star Stuck, Shauna. Wait,
Starstruck.
Starstruck. Shawnee's saying my name and answering my questions.
They've been calling us the Shawnees over in the
Oh,
membership.
that's cute. I love that.
And it reminds me of middle school because Indu used to call me Shawnee.
That's what I thought. I was like,
They used to call you that?
No, they used to call Shauna that. Yeah, our friend.
But that's like real celebrities. They call like fans. No. But seriously, like Swifties. And then there's, well, Shauna's not gonna know.
I never know.
But some of you guys might know this. I know you must know this. But Benedict Cumberbatch.
Oh yes, I did. I heard that one.
His fans call themselves the Cumber Witches, but with a B.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah, they call themselves that. And Lady Gaga, they call themselves Little Monsters, right?
Monsters,
so yeah.
yeah,
So you have a fan base and they have a nickname. You're like a
It's
celebrity.
It's a fun nickname.
That's really cute.
And I don't know if Karen's here tonight, but she made a shirt and said, "Let's get Shaunafied," which was fun.
Oh, that's cute.
That is cute.
Karina, Learn and
Love my
Earn
group.
is the best community
Aw,
ever. It really
love
is.
my group.
It's so supportive. It
You
is
guys-
so insanely supportive. The way you guys comment,
Oh.
it's like constant. Anytime I'm in there, I'm looking, it's like comment after the minute I write a comment, I get like a like and I get a response and I get this and I'm like, wow, they're really on here. They're so like answering questions, giving like positive feedback. Anybody like, oh my God, I just made my first sale. And they're just jumping on there to just like woohoo and celebrate
and build
everybody
up. Which
Oh
is
my
awesome.
God. Yeah.
I feel super lucky. And don't worry if you're not part of the membership. This is still
But
just
this is part of it. This is part of the community that we want to build, the same as what's in the membership. So if you're not in there,
You're
like
here.
that's what we want to do for you guys as well.
Yeah.
And you guys do for us because you guys have lifted me up when I've been down. I was just in here venting to Shauna about my Etsy shop. And I get that from you guys all the time. So honestly, I feel like usually I learn more from you guys than anything that I could offer. Like you guys give a lot to us as well. So we're lucky to have you guys here.
Oh,
Super
100%.
lucky.
Yeah. Marianne. Oh, wait. Y'all are real celebrities. LOL. Let me see. Marianela, best support ever. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Shawnees are way more fun than Swifties. Yes.
I love that.
Karina, so much value, so many cheerleaders.
Oh,
Yeah,
I love
true.
that.
That's
I
the
love
best way
that.
to say cheerleaders. That's really, it feels like everybody has pom-poms on and they're constantly, and we have a real life cheerleader here. She was a cheerleader.
It was, yeah.
Who else was watching the DC cheerleaders?
Oh, the DCC.
I know I was. The DCC cheerleaders. Yeah,
Yes.
I heard
DCC.
you guys talking about that. I heard you talking about that.
Yes.
Yeah, the minute like it came out, like I think we hung out, we went out to dinner or something. And she's like, "Did you watch the DCC?" And I was like, "Yeah, I already watched it."
So we got a chance to talk about it. And
Yeah.
It was so good.
Yeah, so good.
All right, there was a couple more tips we were going to go over with you guys.
Yeah.
So we'll do that. Tucker is saying, feed me now. Are you guys hear him barking?
I keep picking
Shay
him
keeps
up.
picking him up to like
Calm him down.
calm him down. Yes. So poor Tucky. So okay, the other topic that I had just quickly.
Marianela said
Yes.
Shauna is always available for any questions.
Yeah.
Just to say that.
I love being over in the membership and interacting with you guys and answering your questions. Okay. So if you're brand new, what should you be aiming for? If you're brand new, you want a great Q4, something that has worked out great for me, 15 to 20 unique listings every week. And I know that not everybody has the time to do that, but when I share my numbers, like the numbers I shared earlier today, that is more on par with what I've done. I've done anywhere between 25 to 40 listings a week my first year. And that was 40 not often. That was like over the summer when I wasn't working. And
even
then
when you were working, like we barely saw you that first year. She was gung ho, like she was all in.
Yeah.
Like what, till 12,
Yeah.
1 o'clock at night,
Yep.
every single night,
Every
and you
night.
had school the next day.
Yeah.
it was a year where I would have dinners every week for us, and I didn't do it anymore. But it was just what I had to sacrifice that because I knew that this worked. And
But
so
look where you're at now.
Right.
I had to give that up for a short period of time to build what I needed to build. But so when I share those numbers with you, it wasn't like I was throwing a couple listings here or there, or, working on this niche sometimes or that niche sometimes. It was really working out that many listings over that amount of time that led me to that kind of success. You do get faster at it when, I will say this too. I know it's really hard when you like challenge yourself to start doing more of something or doing it in a different way, tackling something different. I know that but every time I've challenged myself, it gets easier. And a lot of people in the membership are telling me that. We did a teacher challenge, which I knew was going to be really difficult. And I said, hey, modify this for yourself. I kept saying, modify it for yourself if you need to. And I had a certain number of people that were like, no way, I'm not modifying it. If you said that this is how you do it, then I'm doing it like this. And then they told me, oh my God, now this is so much easier for me because I figured out a system. I figured out how to do this in an easier way. And so same thing when I'm running, like when I'm going through periods of time where I want to be really consistent with working out or running. And I'm like, okay, I'll do a 20-minute run and I'll go and burst like, okay, Shauna, just like go harder for 2 or 3 minutes than you think you can. Like just do it for 2 or 3 minutes and you slow down again. Okay, now push yourself for 2 or 3 minutes again. So it's not like I'm running 20 minutes at 7-minute miles, like of course not. But every time you push for a period of time, whether you push yourself in the gym or you've pushed yourself at work or you've pushed whatever area of life that you've pushed yourself in, listing is no different. Like if you push yourself for a little while, you'll get better. And you might not get as good as you wanted to get or get where you exactly wanted to. But when what is the phrase I like? When you shoot for the moon, even if you miss, you'll land among the stars. So you'll be in a better place than you were, So I just kind of wanted to throw that in, like what that listing kind of looks like. I think a really great place to shoot for is 15. 15 designs would be a really, really solid stab between now and, Q4 and Black Friday. Between now and Black Friday, this is it. We're on the stretch here where we're working hard till Black Friday. And then common mistakes to avoid. You're not making that mistake. You're here. You're getting pepped up about Q4. You don't want to wait. And it's so easy. It is so easy. I started the Halloween challenge, and it is actually what got me out of working on the teacher stuff, because I told my community to do this, so I'm doing it with them, and I needed the structure also. So we're working on that. Otherwise, I would have kept working longer and longer. I wouldn't have started Halloween yet. I've got myself 10 listings up for Halloween. I should have done it already, but it's okay. I've started now, and I'm going to be peppering the Christmas in too. But I'm going in through, I'm going to do Halloween, the entire challenge, and I'm going to get all of those listings up. You don't want to wait until, like, if you keep waiting and go, well, this week got busy, or this week, before you know it, it's September and it's too late. So you're here now, you're listening to this, get on Halloween. And if you want to skip Halloween, that's fine, but then get on Christmas, right? And before you decide to skip Halloween all together, I'd say works on momentum. So if you could get momentum swinging for October with your Halloween stuff and still juggle the ball for Christmas, then your momentum going into Christmas is even swinging that much better. You've got an even better chance. Like it's like a stepping stone into Christmas. Don't copy what's already saturated within a niche. You really want to come in there and you want to, like the brushstroke question. That was a great question. The types of that brushstroke that was popular last year isn't the same thing that's popular this year. We saw kind of the twists and turns that it's taken. You want to be making the new things. Mm-hmm. Okay, that was most of the tips that I wanted to say. So I'll leave the last thing I wanted to say, and we'll kind of like go over everyone's comments real quick first. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Which means I was handing it over to Lanita.
Let me see, Shauna. So much value, so many cheerleaders. Shauna's always available for questions. And then designing isn't my problem. Creating listings is what takes too much time. See, for me, it's the opposite. For me, it's designing that takes longer.
I'm there. I love the designing. Today I had to sit down and force myself to get the listings out. And I wasn't happy with my template. Mm-hmm. And so I sat on it for 2 days. And then I was like, well, too bad, make the
Yeah.
decision and move. But yeah, it's funny.
Karina said, I think the challenge helps you grow and try things that you didn't really think about before the challenge. Oh, I agree. I mean, even just here, the junk journal design that I wrote down and learning about the toilet ghost skeleton thing. So yeah, for sure. With the challenge, there's one, it organizes you, but it also just gives you ideas that you didn't even think of. I mean, even just the chalk brushstroke, whatever thing, and you saying about like putting it in Photopea.
I call it
Photopea?
Photopea. That's what I used to like calling it. Now I've
Photopea.
changed. I like Photopea too. I'm going back to that.
Photopea. But
we can all say it differently. That's totally fine.
Yeah. But like to change the colors, like I hadn't used Photopea in a minute. I had done it for a few designs, and then when you said that, it's like, duh.
Yeah.
Like it just seems so. There was ideas that I had of using it. Oh, maybe I could change this and tell it to add a ghost to it or something to see like what comes out. But yeah,
like AI Playground. That's what you've been playing. Which you've been playing with AI Playground.
Playground. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Not Photopea.
Yeah.
I mean Playground. And like changing the design and whatever. And essentially like the challenge and all of those things, and even with the membership, like you come up with ideas because we're just all bouncing ideas back and forth with each other.
And then with the challenge, and if whether you're a member or not, I'm gonna release the Christmas prompts also when I start the Christmas challenge with the membership. In the membership, there'll be the videos and all that, but you'll have access to the challenge just through the document with the daily prompts. And what you'll notice is if you go through it, you should just like. And what you'll notice is if you go through it, you'll wind up with strings of threads being built through the Halloween and the Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say you're doing, it's going to take you through mom, then dad, then mom and dad. It's going to take you through bachelorette, teacher. And you could swap some of these out, but I really encourage you to like round your shop out and have a couple different niches you're working in. So maybe work on at least a couple of them. And then once you're done with the Halloween challenge and you start the Christmas challenge, you'll see I'm taking you through those same threads. Mm-hmm. So I might swap out some of the prompts that I did to like get a double or triple day of something that I have built up in my shop. But you don't want to get into a rut. And I've learned this year. You don't want to get into a rut. And I shouldn't say this isn't for everybody, but you might have a very niche store. And so you just build on that one niche. For me, I've been struggling because I've been just building out the teacher niche. I'm like, okay, well, I don't have a lot of time, so I'll just work on teacher. It is not it's not producing what I want it to produce for my shop. I really need to round it out. And I definitely moving forward want to make sure I'm hitting some of these other places that I've kind of forgotten to hit. And you know what? I don't add mom and dad stuff to my shop very often. Those aren't big niches I'm in, but I already did my mom and my dad stuff. I only put one of my listings out. Today I put a whole bunch more. I put one of them out like 3 days ago and then did 9 more today. But that one that I already put out already had 5, 6, 7 views amongst them. Mm-hmm. So I'll take it. Like, let's see what happens moving forward. And as I load it up with more. So it's really kind of, the challenges will kind of get you to test out the waters in some other niches that maybe you wouldn't have tested out. And who knows, like maybe, that could wind up being the niche that you wind up really wanting to build out in your shop because you just found one that you started getting traction with.
Yeah.
So
let me see. I think and the tutorials are amazing, said Karina. Tony said, I don't do Halloween, but I'm looking forward to Christmas and Q4.
Yeah. You can start now, Tony.
Yeah. I am trying so hard to stick to batching. Right now, my goal is just 5 designs per batch. I resonate with Shay a lot with getting distracted from my task. My listings are a slow go. I have a full-time job.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm with you.
Yep. I feel you there.
So easy to get off task. Mm-hmm. So, okay, we're going to go eat our dinner. We've got salad.
Yeah, she said this is going to be 25 minutes.
I don't know what happened. It's an hour. We're going to invite you to join the Halloween challenge. I'll leave that document down below. We'll also remind you to just go ahead and smash the like button and subscribe if you're not subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, which I'm sure everyone here right now has subscribed.
Yeah, because if you're here, you obviously saw or got the notification or whatever. And also, I don't know if you guys know, but next week is Shauna's birthday.
Yes, it is.
So really quickly, put a quick happy birthday to Shauna. It's next week.
Thanks, guys.
I don't know if you've ever told your membership.
I
or
haven't
anybody,
said
but,
anything yet,
next week is her birthday.
Oh.
Let me see. Thanks, ladies. I feel like I know you all. Aw.
We feel like
Thank
we know you
y'all.
too.
Veronica, Karina, everyone talks about picking. Look at all those birthdays
I know.
coming in.
Thanks,
Hello.
guys.
Everyone talks about picking their niche. The challenges helped me find what worked.
Yay.
Very
Yay.
good.
Awesome. Love to hear that.
What day is it on? Her birthday.
It's the 14th.
So Monday.
Monday.
Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday,
Yay,
Shauna.
thanks, guys.
Happy birthday, happy birthday. Shauna's turning 30. Yes, she is. 30, flirty, and thriving.
That's right.
I'll take it.
Happy birthday, Shauna. Woo!
Yay. Thanks,
Yay.
guys. All right, we're wishing you all a great night. Thanks for hanging
And
out
a happy
with
Halloween
us.
challenge.
That's right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
I don't think it's letting me click.
Happy birthday for Monday, Lee.
Thanks. I'm clicking live, and I'm
And
okay.
stream.
Bye, guys.
Also, YM. Happy birthday, Shauna. We love you.
Thanks, guys. I love you too. Bye.